Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to the Big Blue #1. I am Kaizo on the broadcast, and I'm going to be bringing you this winners quarterfinals matchup here between Liquid Riddles, the right hand of your screen, and XIFL on the left-hand side. It's going to be Kazuya Mishima, the Liquid Riddles special, versus XIFL on the signature Captain Falcon here. So Touch of Death versus the combo feeder himself, Captain Falcon. We'll see how this one ends up boiling down. Liquid Riddles, of course, likely to be your tournament favorite to take this one all the way, but he's going to have to go through XIFL on this Captain Falcon before he can manage to find his way to those upper stages of the bracket. But it's looking good, pretty good so far. There's a good grab into the combo from Riddles here. Off stage, 96%. Doesn't get the kill, but by God, when you're whiffing combos and getting 96, that feels pretty good, and it feels pretty good for XIFL right now, who manages to wall out Riddles, but not for long. Raptor boost for the combo starter. There's a good extension there. Down tilt won't lead into a whole lot more, but down throw off the stage at least puts him back in disadvantage. And Riddles on these SDs, man, it is something that has been his Achilles heel up until this point. He has about once or twice per tournament been just falling to the wayside off stage unimposed by his opponent, but he imposes his will onto his opponent there. That's a good confirm into the up B to take away that first stock from XIFL and even things back out here. Up throw is interesting, but we'll get him a bit of percent, and XIFL going to try to answer back with a combo of his own, but immediately gets reversaled. But good DI here will get him out of the Kazuya Touch of Death death trap. And well, we talked about SDs, and there's a second one there, but it's going to be the other man on your screen. XIFL on that Captain Falcon, unfortunately, drops to the wrong side of the stage with that up B facing the wrong direction, so we'll now have to face the wrath of Riddles without that second stock, and doesn't look too good for him so far. 63%, about a full stock of extra credit for Liquid Riddles so far as he's off stage over here and getting walled out by XIFL, but manages to sneak his way on through. So now it's going to be Riddles with the edge guard. That's a good nair, and that's a great back air. That's going to spell stock #3 and game #1 to Liquid Riddles so far. And of course, Riddles coming off of a bit of a low point on the most recent tournament, didn't perform perhaps to his expectation of himself, nor the expectations of his fans and of his supporters after coming off of that big recent major win. His first one. He's looking to take a couple of tournaments following it, but you know, didn't look great at the last one. Looking pretty good here against XIFL, making sure that he gets that good early lead in this matchup. Don't want to give a Captain Falcon player any sort of advantage or any sort of momentum, as that is truly the identity of this character, but we'll see how game #2 pans out. We'll load back in here, and it's got to be XIFL fighting out of the hole here, and it's not a good start when you're immediately getting grabbed by this Kazuya, but manages to evade the Ferp stack on the platform, which could have spelled, frankly, the end of him, even at 0, so gonna have to make his way back onto the stage here against this Kazuya. About even so far, but a side B will get a good amount of damage here. Unfortunately, up smash not going to be on the mark, but he's got electrics for days, and that's going to be a falling forward air and another one off stage. Tell me if you've seen this before. Back air will secure the first stock of this second game, and Riddles off to a pretty good lead here, only about 60% on him, but XIFL will certainly have something to say about that as he increases that number down to about 80%. Riddles fights his way back onto the stage. That's a good stun there from the Dragon Punch, but will not be able to get a whole lot. I say that. That's a weird one for me. The down air will certainly do good damage, but not lead to anything quite just yet, as XIFL with 134 on him knows that he is dead meat if he gets hit by any of these big hitboxes from this Kazuya Rage Drive. Also online now, so can't afford to get grabbed, but also can't afford to get hit by that spinning punch, and that will seal the second stock here for XIFL, who's got a whole lot of work ahead of him. That's a fantastic combo from Riddles, but good DI from XIFL will sneak him out of there just in time, so does only get 65 on him, but look at that Rage Drive that Riddles is fishing for. If he can connect on any of those while he's still got it, that's going to bring him forward into winners semifinals, but XIFL going to do everything in his power to make sure that doesn't happen. Good dash attack will take Riddles off stage for the time being, but recovers pretty comfortably, and now it's actually XIFL off stage. 111%. Riddles has been lethal in these edge guard situations so far. Laser not quite on the mark. XIFL manages to make it back to stage, but look at Riddles, man. He is just sharking that platform, just waiting, and up B will take the first stock from Riddles here, so not undoable for Captain Falcon. Of course, all he needs is a couple of good combos to get him back into this one, but Riddles certainly not going to make it easy for him. He's got him off stage here, though, and that is sometimes where Riddles can struggle, so we'll see what kind of wall XIFL can put up, but because of that Demon Laze, that's going to provide a little bit of space for this Kazuya to recover here. I say that as XIFL immediately knocks him back off of the stage, and XIFL really kind of putting the sauce on him here. He looks very activated in this second stock, knows that he can't afford to get hit, so decides, I ain't getting hit this stock anymore. 172 on this Captain Falcon, but still doing his best. That's a good Raptor boost combo, but no extensions here, says Liquid Riddles himself, as he advances to that winner's semifinal matchup against Pies on the Donkey Kong. One more step in his tournament journey, and XIFL puts up a good fight, but it is going to be the Kazuya Mishima that moves on to meet Pies on the Donkey Kong in that semifinal matchup. Stick around, we'll be right back with that one, but for the time being, we're going to throw it to a break. Don't go anywhere, you're not going to want to miss the rest of all this action.